could come from the vaccine, how long it should last, and what would be considered an adverse event. Number 2, we're witnessing a trend whereby face masks are littered everywhere. What are some of the health risks of poor disposal of the masks, and how can this be mitigated? We're witnessing a trend whereby face masks are being littered everywhere. What are some of the health risks of poor disposals of the masks, and how can this be mitigated? Also, on the adverse events that you have just read, 40 of them, this was the same number that was reported when the vaccination process started about 1 week since the vaccination exercise started. So does this mean that those adverse events have not increased?
Chebet Birir from KTN. I have several questions, and my first one is with regard to the vaccine. India has reported that they are going to delay the distribution of the AstraZeneca vaccine. What are our options in case they delay reaching in the country? And specifically, I'd like you to highlight other options if you already have them in place. And then another question, which is away from the COVID-19 pandemic, is there's a dwindling supply of HIV commodities, specifically ARVs and other related commodities. What are you doing about that? Thank you.
Two questions. One on the ARVs that was raised. The number of... can you hear me? Olive Burrows and TV. A number of concerns have been raised by members of parliament from Nyanza with regard to the supply of ARVs. What is the situation? And secondly, you've talked about countries restricting the export of vaccines, India included. So those who've received the first dose, should they be worried that in 8 weeks' time they may not receive the second dose?
Dorcas Wangera from Citizen TV. I just have one question for Dr. Khwale. Many Kenyans are asking what are the do's and don'ts before going to get the vaccine, and some of the things that would expose somebody to some of these adverse reactions on that particular day when they go get the vaccine.
Thank you, Wazir. I'm Haemba from Ebro TV. Just a follow-up on the ARV issues. Just ready you to confirm whether indeed it is true we have a consignment of the of the ARVs and HIV commodities held at the port of Mombasa over an unknown standoff.
Is in responding to this question. Indeed, yes, we have had some challenges with ARVs, not because these ARVs are not available here, but because of a transition that has been occurring in terms of our partners who provide us, who procure the ARVs for us. There have been some challenges which are being addressed, and we are confident that we will be able to streamline these challenges in the shortest time possible. In fact, there's a lot of work going on to try to streamline and make these ARVs available. Yes, indeed, there are consignments that are in the process of clearing right now from the port of Mombasa, and I can assure you that these ARVs will be available to the patients in the shortest possible time. So there's work going on in that area. The question on side effects experienced and different people experiencing different side effects and different periods of time of these side effects. These are expected because not everybody is similar in the way they react to some of these agents. What's important is to classify these adverse events into various grades. So there are those that are minor adverse events, which some people may experience, some may not. But most people will experience a little bit of discomfort. After receiving a vaccine injection on the arm, you may feel
experiencing a rare fusion of Pan-Africanism and the information age. As you will recall, in August of 2019, Kenya undertook a successful national population and housing census, an important national exercise that provided the information required by government to better plan and to deliver on our national agenda. This was the first ever digital census undertaken in Kenya, and its backbone was heavy investment in ICT equipment, including tablets, servers, and their accessories. The use of digital processes enabled the results to be released in record time. From that experience, we have been able to roll out digital services across many government services, increasing speed and efficiency of service delivery. Today, in solidarity and fraternity with our brothers on the continent, we share our experience on the ICT-run processes with our neighbors and our friends. I acknowledge with immense gratitude the countries that have made study tours in Kenya to understand the census process, including Uganda, Tanzania, Botswana, Namibia, and Liberia. Under the auspices of the South-South Cooperation, which is a technical cooperation among developing countries in the Global South, my administration is ready to support other African countries to enable them undertake their census. Through this initiative, we have decided to donate 45,000 census gadgets to 5 countries, notably Botswana, South Sudan, Mauritius, Sierra Leone, and Namibia. Apart from these gadgets, the success in the census has also put us in a position to offer technical transfer to our fellow brothers and sisters on the continent, something we are more than happy to share. Indeed, as our forefathers, led by President Kwame Nkrumah, ordered us in 1963, independence, and I quote, "Independence is only the prelude to a new and more involved struggle for the right to conduct our own economic and social affairs," end of quote. So today, we join hands with our brothers and sisters, and we say to them that they can count on Kenya's unwavering support in every single aspect of their national lives as we continue to make this continent more prosperous for its people and for future generations. I thank you all very much. Yeah.